Good evening, all. I meet you here in faith. Shalom. God created man originally to walk by the Spirit, and by the Spirit was he created to walk. Although he had a carnal body, although he was a human being also, he had flesh. But he saw through the Spirit, he heard through the Spirit, he lived by the Spirit. Man could not walk by the flesh. That was the design of God from the very beginning. And the tempter came, not liking the design of God, and wanted man to be enslaved. He brought his suggestions. They were so appealing. The woman looked at this apple. It was pleasing. As she gazed into this apple, which is independence from God, the devil came with his language that sounds like the truth, that is so appealing. Eve began to question if God had the best offer for them, because the offer the devil was bringing sounds so good, sounds so pleasing, that man could be independent from God. Man could be righteous all by himself. This was what the devil was introducing to man, and Eve ate of that apple and gave it to her husband, and he did it also. That was the fall of man. Man wanted his own independence, and not knowing it was leading to his ruins. People of God, man died. When I say man died, man is a spirit being. His spiritual being died and was buried in his flesh. You know, the flesh was made out of the dust, so he was buried in the dust. This spirit being of his is now trapped deep within his flesh. He now sees himself as a mortal being. He sees himself as a carnal man. He no longer sees through the realm of the spirit. He no longer walks by the spirit. Rather, he walks by the flesh. People of God, we are spirit beings, spiritual, highly spiritual. We are learning to live in this earth. We are learning to walk, to live our lives, to eat here on earth. But when the devil turned around the table, he made us to think that we are learning to be spiritual beings. No, we are spirit beings. We walk by faith and not by sight. We walk by the spiritual man and not by our senses, meaning our carnal nature. I would love you to know this, that you are a spirit being. And if truly you are a spirit being, you will see everything through the eye of the Spirit. So therefore, there will be no condemnation, self-condemnation of your flesh, because it's carnal. We don't see through that realm. May the Lord enlighten us to see him for who he is. Shalom.